Born well.
That nigga look grown as fuck in that baby picture. That old young ass baby, nigga. That nigga look like Deez nuts, nigga. What the fuck? Probably mulling back in this motherfucker with another reaction video. Welvin the Great, where are they now? By before they were famous, put the original video down in the description. Yeah, and I ain't gonna say too much else. Like, subscribe, support. It's free. And we'll get into this video. I ain't gonna say too much else.
What's the deal, bro?
That nigga fucked up.
You gonna do no video on me? What's the deal with you, bro?
After Welvin the Great would become a viral sensation off of the back of several meme-worthy catchphrases that he dropped in countless videos.
Not several. The reason he got famous, no diss, no shade, however you want to say it. The only reason why he got famous is because how he looked and that one meme. If you think of this guy, if you see his face, a lot of people don't even know this guy is the Dakota named Welvin the Great. Like we're just known as Deez nuts guy. So he got famous off of his disability. I know he has some kind of disability, and he has and he had the meme Deez nuts. That's always the guy famous, bro. Don't say several memes like he's just hella funny. That video was funny, but that's why he's famous though, or why he was famous.
A series of fake death reports snowballed online over the past year and eventually have to address them himself.
You know, I wish all these women would stop, and I wish you guys would just leave Welvin alone. Stop bullying him on these streets. Just, you know, let him live the life that he want to live.
When it comes to viral sensation and internet memes, we're certainly in no fear of ever running out. But one of the OGs at the game is a man named Welvin the Great, otherwise known as the Deez.
I'm sure this black dude sound like he white. Just don't hit the Deez nuts guy. Duh. Like, bro, be black, bro.
Nuts guy.
These nuts.
These nuts. Got him! For a pretty steady run there in the middle of the last decade, you couldn't fire up your computer without seeing at the very least one picture of this guy with some new phrase or meme attached to it.
Bro.
I don't know if I'd exactly call it the peak of...
Bro, I know I'm not hating. Bro, you can't say I'm hating or I'm tripping. This nigga didn't have much new phrases. This nigga is specifically known for Deez nuts. Like, bro, like, search up Welvin the Great, bro. That's why you're gonna see. You're not gonna see hella memes of this nigga. It's this one meme, bro. Stop saying that shit.
Online comedy, but man, was it ever prevalent? Then, almost as quickly as he arrived, Welvin the Great disappeared. And I mean, with a name that sounds like something of a magician cooked up, how surprised can we be that he really pulled a disappearing act? Only he didn't drop off the face of the earth, at least not completely. Recently, videos have begun making the rounds that have found Welvin in some increasingly distressing situations that have his fans worrying about his safety. Are these concerns warranted? Today, you're gonna find out yourselves. Hey, what's poppin', guys? Your boy Marlon Palmer back at it again with a brand new video. This one taking a look at the recent history of one of the internet's most viral characters, Welvin the Great. When this channel first started, Welvin was a pretty big deal and a prominent reoccurring topic, so I'll admit that I'm pretty invested to find out what's become of him, and I hope you all are too. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DadDemonFly. Let me know what you think, and let's get into the story. Welvin the Great was born Welvin Harris on May 31st, 1988 in Long Beach, California. In his early days, he was raised by his aunt. Welvin the Great was born Welvin.
That nigga look grown as fuck in that baby picture. That old young ass baby, nigga. That nigga look like Deez nuts, nigga. What the fuck?
Harris on May 31st, 1988 in Long Beach, California. In his early days, he was raised by his aunt alongside his cousins, who he would often entertain with his unorthodox sense of humor that taught him pretty quickly how to make people laugh. Unfortunately, due to his undisclosed disability, Welvin was often made fun of by kids outside of his own family. During his school years, he was the victim of bullying on countless occasions, but as difficult as his childhood was, Welvin managed to turn a negative into a positive by transforming himself into the pinnacle of internet meme culture. He first went viral around 2015 after uploading videos called Who Don't Got No Bitches and Got Him.
I'm trying to vouch for you, but the homie said you ain't got no
Baba Booey.
Who don't got no bruh?
Classics. Just classics. After those clips began making the rounds, he'd get shoutouts from Kevin Hart and Martin Lawrence, and just like that, Welvin was on his way.
Some came in the mail today.
These
nuts.
Bro, it's still funny. Alright, it is still funny.
Got him.
His most infamous catchphrase, "These nuts," might owe its origins to Dr.
I was like, we gotta talk about that. Fuck that. That catchphrase might forever be legendary and be funny. Because you think about it, when you hear it, it's funny. Okay, you spam it, it's not funny no more. But once you hear it, like after like I heard that shit like a year. So now I hear it again. Now it's funny. So I feel like that joke and that meme is forever gonna be funny. Like forever. It's like that shit has a run of even more than John Cena's like invisibility shit.
Dre's track with the same name from his 2001 landmark album, The Chronic. But it was Welvin who would turn that phrase into a touchstone of pop culture after the numbers on that video soared to some pretty spectacular heights. From that point on, with the help of his manager, Lefty, Welvin's online audience exploded and led to some big-time shoutouts from other celebs like DJ Khaled. Not to mention Amber Rose, who teased her online fan base.
Do you think these celebrities are using him for his money because he has a disability, so they're trying to use his so easily reach fame? Are they trying, like, I don't know how to explain, are they trying to, like, use him up as much as possible because they know eventually his fame is going to run out? Like I said, I feel like almost as if this was a regular guy, like, just imagine I feel like I wouldn't go viral for that. I feel like if his disability helps out his fame a lot. Like, for example, I don't want to be that guy, but Dave Blunt's. If Dave Blunt sung how he sings, built like a regular guy, he wouldn't be as popular. I can't put down and cut. Like if a skinny dude in the hood raps that song, I guarantee he doesn't go viral like Dave Blunt. Let me know in the comments if I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, I'm tripping. But I just feel that's how I feel, bro. I feel like having a disability and doing something like that would be normal to anybody else, helps you a lot get famous.
By suggesting Welvin might be her future baby daddy, because we all know how unpredictable those are for her. At the height of Welvin's popularity, even some of the biggest stars in the world were willing to give him some shine by immortalizing his name and character forever in the Taylor Swift music video Bad Blood, where Welvin was personified by none other than Kendrick Lamar.
I saw you over there with goddamn Kendrick. That shit was nuts on stage, man.
Welvin's unwavering personality and confidence had everyone falling in love with him, and if a fan ever saw him on the street, you just know they were stopping to snap a pic. In fact, his Instagram is packed full of photos taken with his passionate followers, even if they do often have to pay for the privilege.
He's not like, what's throwing about his fame run is like messing my brain, because he's not a comedian, bro. Like, he's just a regular nigga that says Deez nuts. Like, I don't know if it's because, like, I want to have the desire to blow up like that, and it's a lot harder for me. But it's just, like, I feel like you would, like, put that in his time, he's not going to viral for that. I feel like that shit's not, like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but this nigga's, like, how did he get viral? And he didn't really do shit. Like he wasn't, like, a real comedian. He just had, like, clips of him saying shit that was funny. Like, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's the hate. I
mean, I can't blame you, bro. Hustle, get that money where you can.
What I hear is like $5 or $10. No, it was $20 when I started telling him that.
But sometimes social media fame can dry up almost as quickly as it arrived, and unfortunately for Welvin, that appears to be the case. His manager Lefty apparently abandoned him, and these days, the only thing that's viral about Welvin are the numerous and prolific rumors of his untimely death, all of which are false. It started last July when people began tweeting about his possible demise, and rather than validate the truthfulness of these rumors, obituary site Dead Death simply posted an article that reported it as fact. Now, it's not exactly a surprise to find out that a website that calls themselves Dead Death shouldn't be taken as reputable, but ironically enough, this rumor refused to die itself. Instead, a few months later, footage of Welvin lying unconscious on the street began circulating, and the rumors kicked off all over again. Rule of thumb, people, if they're not dead on TMZ, they ain't dead. It's just a fact, it's science at this point. Anyone who didn't already believe the worst had happened flooded social media with assumptions that Welvin must be homeless and that his family clearly took advantage of him when he was at his peak of his fame, only to then cast him out on his own. And to be honest, when you see some of these videos, it's difficult to come to some other types of conclusions.
Man, what's the deal, bro?
Like, bro, like, what are you doing? Why are you walking up to this nigga putting a camera in his face, bro? You see he's going through it. Like, I hate that about, like, this world. Like, nigga pull out a camera before they help a nigga. Like, you see he down bad. Why the fuck are we recording so you put the camera in his face, though? Like, come on, bro. You need to grow up, bro. You get a grip.
What's the deal with you, bro?
Like, why are you bullying this dude?
That last clip comes from a guy who was at the subway station closest to Skid Row. the largest homeless embankment in Los Angeles and America, making it quite possibly the biggest community of its sort in all of the Western world. Eventually, the rumors became prevalent enough that Welvin and his family felt the need to address them. Only a few days ago, a video surfaced of Welvin standing next to one of his cousins and informing the world that he's still alive and well.
I'm alive and I'm okay.
And I wish that these blogs would stop with
Oh my god, it's fucking ass. Get fucking YouTube Premium.
all these rumors about Welvin being dead. He is very much alive and well.
As this impromptu news conference continued, his cousin laid heavily into the online blogging communities that helped spread the misinformation about her cousin and promised everyone that he has the support of their family who both love and care for him. She would also go on to suggest that Welvin's activities on the street are purely his decision and his decision alone. In terms of his online presence, Welvin hasn't completely abandoned his former meal ticket of viral content. While he hasn't created much original material since his initial fling with fame, he's recently popped up on the YouTube channel of Ross Media, where he interviews people on the streets of Las Vegas. I think it's been long enough and perfect timing actually for influencers to bring him back into some skits.
I mean, what a that you see him. You been on him all night.
So why is there such a level of misunderstanding when it comes to Welvin's untimely demise? Well, it might have something to do with everyone beginning to lose their collective minds with boredom as we enter what's more or less the 14th straight month of dealing with this pandemic.
4 years ago.
Or it might have something to do with the bit of happenstance. You see, Welvin the Great got so famous from his phrase "Deez nuts" that a lot of people simply took to calling him the Deez nuts guy. Problem is, there's actually an Australian hardcore punk band with the same name. This band has been around longer than Welvin's 15 minutes of fame, having formed back in 2007, but unfortunately back in February of this year, their bass guitar player Sean Kennedy passed away at the age of 35. Damn. Considering their close age proximity and the coincidental name association, when his death was announced back then, it's possible that some fans didn't read well enough into the headline and simply assumed the worst when it came to Welvin. Thankfully, that hasn't turned out to be the case. As for where he'll go from here and whether or not he'll ever reach the top of the social media mountain once again, well, that's a story for another time and another place. After all, this is Where Are They Now? You're all caught up with the recent history of Welvin the Great.
So, fuck, that shit fucked my brain, because what does he do now, bro? Like, he was struggling back then. Is he still alive? Like, I wish I could. Let me look this shit up real quick, because, hold on, screen record. Let me look this shit up real quick. Welvin, I'm gonna look at Welvin the Great now. I'm putting my leg up machine to get comfortable. But Welvin the Great. Well, I can't spell for shit. Is he still alive? He's 36 years old. He's been in. I guess he turned out he was in 2 movies. The Way Back and Good Cop, Bad Cop. Welvin the Great now. I guess he has a fucking Instagram still. His last post was 2017, so it's like, what the fuck does he do now? That's my, like, what is he? His last post was 2022. Or no, April 8th. Bro, this nigga... I'm gonna turn on my Bluetooth, bro. This nigga, bro. I guess he's back.
I'm back, bitches. These nuts, got him.
Like, nigga, I guess this nigga's back, bro. Like, what the fuck? But that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm out.